Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do these element readings. I'm going to start off with earth, air, fire, then water in that order. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Also remember, if the readings do not resonate now, they may in a few months from now, a year from now. Energy is fluid. But if it doesn't resonate with you, it just might not be your reading this time around, okay? All right, so the earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. I'm going to tap into the energy of earth and see what we can pick up after I light this candle. All right, take a deep breath. The tarot decks that I have with me today are the Light Seers Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, Intuitive Kev, and my own Oracle Tarot Say What. Alright, not sure who will get what. If you'll get it, whatever I'm drawn to, that's what I'll use, okay? If I'm called to it, at the end. Alright, so, earth signs, let me see what's coming through. I heard a bat out of hell. What? Coming in like a bat out of hell. Well, some of you might have good news coming really swift. It might be really quick. Some of you might have some good news coming in really quick. It's going to make you happy. Earth signs, I think you need something to, I'm hearing boost morale, but I'm thinking like you need something to make you a little happy. I think some of you might be feeling a little bummed right now. Some of you might feel like things are not going your way or as planned or proposed. Is also what I'm hearing, proposed. Like, give me a second. Proposed, huh? Interesting. Like maybe you proposed it was supposed to be a certain way, or somebody proposed a certain thing to you. I don't know what's up with the proposal. Some of you might be getting a proposal. Okay, earth signs. Some of you might be getting proposed too. But anyway, that's a side note. So that's for some of you. And I think those that's for know who you are. Side note. But anyway, earth signs, a bat out of hell. I feel like you're going to have some news flying in. I don't know why they're saying it like that. I mean, there's like a swiftness to it. But what's interesting is to you, it might not seem quick, fast, or anything because I don't even think you're expecting this. But wherever the news is coming from, there's speed attached to it. There's some sort of, I don't know. It's fast. And you deserve this. Whatever it is, you deserve it. Okay? So this is good news coming in. You deserve it. I'm also hearing a lucky break. So some of you earth signs may be experiencing a lucky break or may get a lucky break or a lucky opportunity. Don't call it luck. Your guides are saying don't call it luck. They're saying it's sheer happenstance. Whatever that means. They're saying it's happenstance. It's just you happening upon it, I guess. I don't know. It's not luck. I guess you're lining up for it. Like being in the right place at the right time is what this feels like, earth signs. Being in the right place at the right time to hear I'm hearing a podcast. Some of you might be hearing something on a podcast that might be useful to you. I don't know. But others of you, like majority of you, I feel like it's something like you're going to happen upon this thing, but I feel like it's because it's just where you've been energetically lined up. So, excuse me. So, Like wherever you are vibrationally speaking, you're going to match up and line up with that. Like a frequency matches frequency. So if you're vibrating at a certain frequency, you're going to be drawn to things that are vibrating at that very same frequency. So this opportunity or this thing that you come across, it's literally because you're vibrating at the same frequency. So my guides are saying, don't call it luck. It's happenstance. Okay. All right. So earth signs, you might be stumbling upon something good. I think whatever this is going to break up the monotony, break up this, like, I feel like a lot of earth signs, you're getting bored. You're getting bored with the same old, day in, day out bullshit. This, whatever this is, it's going to break up the monotony. And they keep saying boost morale. So this may, whatever this is that you may be happening upon, it might actually energize you. So if you've been losing motivation to do something, this is going to re-spark that. Whatever this is, it's going to re-spark motivation for you. Get back in the game. And then I heard, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Okay. Yeah, some of you are just bored. Day in, day out. Same old shit. You know, it's interesting. Even though it's like everything seems so monotonous, you know, it also feels like... all right, so there's a part of you that's being patient through the monotony because you do know that something big is on the horizon. Even if you don't know what it is, you feel it. You feel it. You can feel it within yourself, and you've been grounded and you've been patient through this. So, because you've been grounded and patient through this, well, not necessarily because of, but I really feel like your patience is what has maintained this positive frequency. You didn't allow the monotony to depress you or to lower your mood or to lower your morals. Just to spice it up a bit. You didn't do that. So I feel like this is a well-deserved thing that's coming in for you, earth signs. And most of you don't even expect it. You don't even expect it. You're literally going to stumble upon this thing. It's going to excite you, though. You're going to feel so excited by it. And then I'm hearing you scream and slow down like things are just going to go too fast, you know? All right. So, seems like a pretty simple, easy message for earth signs. Let me get the cards out and see if there's anything else that wants to come out. These messages are usually pretty simple, to the point. Yeah. I just heard The Breakfast Club. I don't know what that's about. The only Breakfast Club I know of is like an old movie and the radio show. So I don't know if that is going to mean anything to anybody, but Breakfast Club. That's what I heard. I don't know why. Yeah, I think that radio show's got Charlemagne the God, Angela Yee, and I forgot the other guy's name. I could see him in my head, but I forgot his name. But anyway, earth signs. Let's see what comes out. Queen of Cups. Very emotionally grounded. Very in tune with their surroundings. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a good thing. Earth signs. This is a really good thing. What's the next one? Ace of Pentacles. Look, I can't make it up. You're going to stumble upon something, Earth signs. It's going to surprise you. But, yeah, it's after a long period of recovery is what I feel like. Yes, recovery from the Five of Cups, going within. Yeah, I feel like you're going to stumble upon this opportunity. And whatever it is, it's going to change things for you, Earth signs. I feel like it's going to brighten your day. But I also feel like it's just going to lighten the mood overall. It's going to pick up pace. Like, so this, if you've been feeling really bored, it's going to pick up pace. Yeah. The sun will shine. Let's see. Earth signs. Tie up loose ends. You know, some of you might be moving. Some of you might be traveling for this opportunity, or moving, or having to close out old chapters. Yes, success is coming. I swear to God, I can't make this up. This is wild. All right, so some of you, your lives might take a major turn, but it's success. I'm hearing success on the horizon. You got good stuff coming in, Earth signs. Go big or go home. Yeah, some of you might be approached with a really dope opportunity, so don't be afraid of it, okay? Nice. All right. That was Earth signs. Next up, air. All right, air signs. What do we got? What you got, air? Let's see. Stretching the hell out of these earplugs. Buds, earbuds, not plugs. Whatever. All right, air signs. I'm hearing distractions and procrastination. Your new best friends, your new buddies. Those are your new buddies. Those are your two new buddies. Distractions and procrastination. Your new buddies. I'm hearing you're becoming good friends. You're becoming really good friends with procrastination and, what was the other one? Oh, man. Shit, I can't remember the word I just used. That's wild. Some of you just might be losing focus. It might be hard for some of you air signs to focus. You might be feeling really flighty right now, like maybe not even yourself. I'm hearing like you could be busy all day, every day, but still feel completely directionless. I feel like what's happening with air signs is I think the energy is shifting, right? A lot of us can feel it. A lot of us can see the difference. Some of us pay it no mind and don't notice at all. But I feel like the flightiness that you're feeling is you adjusting. Even if you are recognizing the shift in energy or not, doesn't matter. This is what's happening. So if you're feeling like you're running on a, it's like you're running on a treadmill, you just keep running, but you're not going anywhere, and so procrastination, motivation, all this stuff is kind of like rearing its ugly head, it kind of feels like you're running in a circle and not getting anywhere. Like, at least this is the way you feel. So, but it almost feels like you're not fully grounded. It kind of feels flighty. So I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. If you're experiencing what I'm speaking of, you'll understand it. I'll say that. You'll understand what I'm trying to describe. But what I want to say is it's your energy body, yourself is trying to readjust itself or calibrate itself to match up with the frequency that you're in or sitting in or around, actually. Because I feel like air signs, I'll tell you what I think, air signs, I think you're vibrating at a higher level. I think you're losing focus because it feels like your surroundings are still vibrating at a lower frequency while you're raising your frequency. And it's sort of like being on an airplane where your ears stop popping when you change altitudes. So it's almost like you're in a higher altitude than the people around you, you know? And because you're around this, it's almost like you're trying to realign your energy to fit in your surroundings. So let's say, for an example, like you're in a position where you're, I don't want to say stuck, but I mean, it is what it is. But let's say you're somewhere that you can't just up and leave, right? You can't just up and go. Let's say you live somewhere. You can't just pack it up and go. There's planning, there's strategizing. There's a lot that goes along with it, right? But so in the meantime, you're around other people that are vibrating at a low frequency and your frequency is starting to rise. It's almost like the people are not literally grabbing you and pulling you back, but it feels like their energy is grabbing you and pulling you back, or grabbing you and holding you down. So it almost feels like you're disoriented because your body's here, but your energy is there, and they're trying to come back together. And I feel like this is what's causing the confusion or the lack of motivation, or even losing focus on things. It's almost like, you walk into a room and forget why you even walked in the room, you know? Or like, you know that finishing something, completing something would either get you to the next level or just keep you steady in whatever it is you're doing. But it feels like the distractions around you, or even your own thoughts are distracting you, are kind of holding you back. But I feel like it's because your energy body is trying to realign and readjust with the energy around you. So some of you may have to leave the area that you're in or your surroundings so you can realign and readjust to a more balanced frequency, because I think you're losing focus. Some of you may be losing hope even. Some of you might even be losing hope because of the position that you're in, or because of where you're at. And I'll say, like, don't do that. Like, I think deeper contemplation is probably more realistic than just giving up altogether, you know? I'm hearing some of you say, I got to get out of here. Like, I got to get the F out of here. Some of you are like screaming that on the inside. Nobody would know it on the outside, because I think you're off to yourself, really quiet. But on the inside, you're screaming, I got to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah. You need change. You need change in your life. You do. You need change. I think because things are just staying so blah, unexciting. It's almost like some of you air signs are getting comfortable with settling into, well, this is my life. No. And when you do that, I can see why you would give up hope, right? But I feel like there's some of you, I'm hearing my guides are saying, grab the bull by the horn. I gotta say what else they said. All right. I gotta say the word they said, because that's really inappropriate. They have no filter, I promise you. They have no filter. But they're saying, grab the bull by the horn. And I'm saying sissy because they're saying the P word and not the S word. I'm saying sissy, but that's how they're wording it. I don't know what the hell that's about. But so if you've had if it's fear that's stopping you, your guides are teasing you and calling you the P word. Sorry. It's not me. It's them. But I'm just a messenger. But they're saying grab the bull by the horns. Like, you only live once. What do you got to lose, Only you know what they're talking about. So, yeah. Because honestly, the way that they're wording it is like you can sit in a place where you're giving up and losing hope and lacking this and lacking that, but it's literally a choice. It's not like you don't have options. It's not like you don't have hands and a mouth and body parts that actually work to get you out of whatever it is you're doing, and you just sit there frozen like a deer caught in headlights. So they're saying it's a choice. It's your choice. That's your choice. You want to sit like that in a funky place, then sit in a funky place, losing focus, giving up hope and all this stuff. And you could do that if you want to. That's a choice. So, yeah. Saying if you don't want that, then change it. It's up to you. Completely up to you. So, you can snap back to reality, or stay up in the clouds where you're not vibrating with anybody else and your frequency is just completely off. It's up to you. Truly, it's a choice. All right, air signs. Ooh. Yeah, look at everything's in reverse. Your energy, it's in reverse. No passion. All right. Air signs. Look, the devil. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm gonna eat some worms. It's the devil card. Depression. Slipping into a depression. Why? Why do that? Some of you are afraid to bust a move. Look at that heart. Some of you are afraid to bust a move. Why? And I'm hearing that song from Janet Jackson. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, some of you may be thinking or dealing with, Four of Pentacles, wanting to hold on to something and thinking it's gone. And your guides are saying, well, that's a choice. That's a choice. It's interesting. This came out on the fence. It's the Three of Swords, okay? Some of you are in your emotions heavy, okay? You can either sit in the heartache, right? Or sit on the fence, or release it by busting a move. Because they're saying it's your choice. It's your choice. You want to sit in that energy? It's your choice. The Ten of Swords. You are sitting in this by choice. Or by fear. Yep. By fear. You feel like you're blocked out of coming together or celebrating something. Like you feel blocked by it. And again, it's a choice. It's a choice. But you're stuck all alone by yourself in contemplation, right? Off on your own, in your head, thinking. What do I do? I need enlightenment, looking for the answers, right? Turning to God even, searching for answers. And really, all you gotta do is bust a fucking move. Some of you, it might be a soulmate connection that you think is over. But if you don't fucking say anything, then, well, I guess it would be. Oh my God, I fell on the floor. Hold on. Oh, wow. As soon as I say soulmate, I can't. Wow, that's fucking wild. As soon as I say soulmate connection, what falls on the floor? The King and the Queen of Pentacles. Soulmates. So, yeah, if you want it over, or if you don't want it over, it'll be over by sitting there. Yeah, so, it's air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, that's you. Alright, now we move on to fire. That was fast. Alright, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's fire. What's going on? Golly. You guys pissed off or what? What's going on? It's like every emotion came through. All right, hold on, fire. What's happening with you? Some of you fire signs may be really emotional over the finalization of something. Like it's finalized. I'm hearing nail in the coffin. Look, you might be sad about it, but I see your guides walking around this coffin and just banging them all in like, glad that's over. Fuck this shit. Your guides are funny. It's like you're sitting there sad about it, but your guides are like, nope, we're done with this. We're good. We're good. We're happy. Your guides are happy that whatever this is, your guides are happy that it's over. Everybody was miserable. Everybody involved was miserable, so let it go, Elsa, is what they're saying. That's what your guides are saying. Everybody involved was miserable, so... You know, fire signs, I think a lot of you are feeling rejected, and it's not sitting well with you. You don't like that feeling of feeling rejected. And honestly, that's like an inner thing that you have to work through, you know. Everybody gets rejected sometime in their life for some reason, for whatever, you know. But when you start internalizing it and making it like there's something wrong with you, that's where the problem comes in. Oh, hey, Sierra. You know, that's where the problem comes in. That's where you know that there's a lot of like trauma or inner work or healing or whatever it is. It could be abandonment issues or whatever that need to be worked on. Because, you know, there's a part of you that has to realize that not everybody is going to accept you or want you or whatever, you know. And, oh, gosh, it's so unhealthy. I'm also hearing your guides say it's so unhealthy to force something to be around you, be with you, be near you, whatever, that's not feeling it. I mean, one, it's kidnap, okay? You fucking kidnap. But it's also forcing someone, bringing someone else down in order to fill yourself up. And how fulfilled can you possibly be knowing that the person you're forcing to be right next to you don't even want to be next to you? How fulfilling can that be? And then to be upset with that person all the time. It doesn't have to be a person. I'm just using this as an example. You know, it could be anything. It could be a family member. It could be, you know, it could be a job. It could be whatever. But it's like forcing this thing to be here because you're not ready to let it go. Doesn't matter if they're ready to let this go. Or, you know, let's say your job is saying, okay, you know, we have to thin the herd. We've got to start writing pink slips, laying people off. And you just sit at your desk like I refuse to leave. I'm not cleaning up my desk. I'm not taking none of this. I'm not clocking out. I'm not doing any of that. I'm staying here. And the company's like, we don't need you. You can't stay here. I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here, you know? It's like that. And it kind of feels like, it's kind of where you're at, Sag, is what it feels like. It feels like you're stuck, or you feel stuck, or you don't, I don't know. I just feel like something is nearing its end. There's an emotional attachment to this thing, but it's not a healthy emotion. It's not a healthy attachment. So the expiration date has already passed, and it's like you're eating rotten vegetables. Ugh. But, yeah. So you guys are saying to let it go. Let it go, fire. Be okay with it. You know, I think you've got to learn to not internalize everything as a what's wrong with me type of mentality. Or even what's wrong with somebody else, you know. You know, to even look at it like that is wrong too. You know, looking at somebody else, like what's wrong with them. I just feel like things have an expiration date. And you have to adjust. I'm not even saying you have to be comfortable with it, because I'm not saying you have to do a certain thing. But it would behoove you if you would adjust to that energy. Or at least find the trauma trap within yourself and heal that shit. Because you know, it's kind of like when you look at things, like you got to hang on to something with all your might, right? It loses its value, you know? It loses its value. It loses its appreciation. And it's just a space filler, you know? Whatever this thing is, it kind of like becomes corn, you know? It's like there's no nutritional value. It's not filling you up. It's not doing anything. It's just filling space. It could be a physical space. It could be an emotional space. But hang on. So a lot of you fire signs are going through some major life changes, and you have to go through them alone. For some of you, it's part of your contract. And then there's others of you that are in something that it's not ending, and you still feel alone. But this loneliness is purposeful. Know thyself, right? The best way to know thyself is to spend time alone. I think that's what it is. I think the more you learn about yourself, the more uncomfortable you get, the more you even start rejecting yourself or looking down on yourself. And you can only do that for so long before you stop, you know. But yeah, it kind of, you know, sometimes when in spirituality, when they talk about the dark night of the soul, they're talking about that very isolated time where you're going through like these depths of emotion and you're really kicking your own ass until you don't anymore. And, you know, when you go through that enough, then there's nothing or anybody that can shake your tree because you're confident within yourself. Truly. And because you've spent enough time alone, talking to yourself, really rationalizing with yourself. Nobody else is around, and, you know, screaming, yelling, crying, laughing, giggling, talking out loud, whatever. You spend enough time alone, there is nobody that can know you better than you. And then at some point, you realize, you know what, I'm a pretty dope person. I don't care what anybody else says. And then your confidence boosts up, you know. And I feel like your guides are trying to get you to that space. So if there's something that you've been hanging on to and you won't let it go, you won't release it, it's because there's aspects of yourself that you're afraid to sit with by yourself. Because there's aspects of yourself that you're afraid to look at. But the only way those things can get fixed is to look at them. And if you can't stand to be alone with you, then why the hell are you trying to force somebody else to be alone with you? What the fuck? You don't even like you. You don't even like you. Here, sit with me. I hate me, and I want you to hate me too. We'll hate me together. All right, hold on. Fire signs. That's crazy. Fire. Know thyself, the high priestess. Inner knowing. The only way to really know yourself is to connect with yourself. You know, a lot of you do it and don't even realize you do it. Ever spend so much time in the bathroom and then you start, look, man, that's the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. The only way out is in, is what I just heard. The only way out is in. Go within. You want to get out of this fucked up feeling, then you got to go within. But you do it a lot. You don't, move forward. You ever, like, sit in the bathroom for a long time and you're just like off in this daze, just like staring at the floor or staring at something. It's almost like you can't even break that stare, like you really have to snap yourself out of it. That's a form of meditation. Your brain doesn't shut off, you know. I mean, that's what meditation is. You're just slowing it down, quieting it down. And, you know, but they're really productive thoughts the majority of the time. A lot of inspiration. You have a lot of inspiration sitting in the bathroom. Grounded energy. King of Pentacles. That's very grounded. Strength. Yeah, fire. Strength. I think some of you are really trying to find strength to move forward. Yeah, you know, some of you may be trying to connect to your higher self or your inner self or whatever you want to call it and find yourself. But I think you're going about it, some of you are going about it in a fucked up way, I guess. Because you're looking at things like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You know, and the more you look at what's wrong with me, the more you're going to find things wrong with you, you know? I mean, who doesn't? Everybody has their own flaws that they point out and they don't like and hope nobody else notices, right? But that's not the way to do. Instead of looking at what's wrong with me, you know, why don't you ask, like, what is it about myself that I need to learn instead of what is wrong? There's nothing wrong. What do you need to learn? What do you need to fix, you know? What would it make? And it's not even that you need to fix something because you're not perfect. It's like, what would you need to fix that would help you feel better about yourself, you know? Maybe fix the thought process. Maybe fix the way you think about yourself. Get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah. You can beat the shit out of yourself if you want. I don't think you're going to get anywhere. But you're not going to get anywhere if you don't take the time to yourself to do that. So if you're trying to distract yourself by trying to force other people to stay around, you're going to lose them. This is, this is the fire element. I think you're trying to distract yourself and avoid your own healing is what I think. And I think you're latching on to anything close to you in order to do it. Yeah, zen through the bullshit. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Better off alone. You're better off alone. You're not going to heal. And it's not because, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the person you're around. I'm saying that it's hard to heal when you're distracting yourself. Oh, really, Sierra? You probably have fire highly aspected in one of your other placements. Like, what is your sun sign again? I forget what your sun sign is. So you could have fire as a rising or a moon sign. But, so yeah, that's probably why. But I'm going to do water next. I'll do water next. Sierra. One's empty. Sierra, what's your sun sign? Pisces. Oh, water. I'm doing water right now. Yeah, see, you probably have like Aries, Leo, Sag, Moon, or Rising. You could either have it in like Mars too, or Venus. See, I have I have Scorpio rising and Taurus moon, so Air, water, and fire usually resonate. I mean, air, water, and earth usually resonate. But then so does fire sometimes, because my Venus placement, which is the, how you love, is Venus is all about love, right? That's fire with me. That's Leo. I have Leo there. You're trying to put a screenshot you took yesterday of what? Where? In this chat? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hi, Ryan. How are you? Hey, both of you. Hi, Ryan. I haven't seen you pop up in a while. I'm about to do water. Right, water signs. I'm hearing that song, Walking on Sunshine. Hey, Tiffany. Water signs. You're Pisces. Oh, so's Tiffany. Yeah, you are. And water's my rising. Check you guys out. You know what? I'll come back up here when I end this water, and me and my son are about to blow down and eat food. He got pizza, but I have some Caribbean food. I don't want that pizza shit. But I'll hang out up here. It'll be fun. All right. I got curry chicken. Yum. All right. Water. I heard walking on sunshine. Interesting. Hold on. I feel like, I don't know. It's almost like your guides want you in a good place. Some of you may be feeling like it's about time. Like you're feeling good or in a good place. I think others of you may be struggling to get there, but can see it like on the horizon. But I hear walking on sunshine, so that's confusing me, because it feels good. Or maybe you're not quite there yet, but you can see it on the horizon. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I got that good food, girl. I already started eating it, and then I got full, and I put it away, and now I want more. Big fat ass. I need food, this skinny ass. Alright. I think I'm going to do some wall Pilates and lift my ass back up. That'd be great. She fell asleep. It is on the horizon. Okay, that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like, your water sign's got something good coming up. And I think it feels like you're trying to, no international food there? What? Where are you at? Are you in New Bedford? I think chicken curry is pretty easy to make. You can make it though. Just look up the ingredients and come up with your own international food. Tennessee? You're not that far from me. You don't have international. It's fucking Tennessee. What am I thinking? The Bible Belt. Why would they have Caribbean food? I don't even like Caribbean people, right? Probably. Tennessee, is it still kind of like pretty racist there? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you kind of have no choice, right? Oh my God, we should drive and meet halfway. You're not that far. Tennessee ain't that far, I don't think. Or maybe I'll just come to Tennessee and come visit you. All right. In VA. I'm in Virginia. Near North Carolina, like the Chesapeake. I'm in Chesapeake. I'm like 20 minutes from North Carolina. Yeah, I would love to. When I get my new vehicle, I'm hitting the road. I'm going everywhere. I'm traveling. I love to drive. So, but anyway, water signs. Walking on sunshine. It's like this. The way that I'm seeing it is, remember like the old like Western movies or just old movies where you see, right? I'm not that far. Remember, like those old movies where you see like these cowboys. I'm gonna regulators. We'll call them regulators, right? On their horses, and they're all lined up, and you see this big wide open field, and then out in the horizon you see the sun coming up over the horizon, right? It's almost like they're sitting there waiting for the sun to come all the way up, and then I can hear them. I can hear them. I can hear the Warren G regulators mount up, and then they start riding. So I feel like there's it feels like it's right there, right? This success, this happiness, this good feeling, this good whatever is right there, but it almost feels like I'm hearing there's work to do, or like there's like a serious tone to it, even though it feels good. I want to say a mature tone to it is what I want to say. Like there's growth attached to this. Wherever you're heading, it's because of all the growth you've done, and it's like you're on your way. Like you can see the end result on the horizon. So you may not be in like this really great place now, but you know all the work that you put in and where you're heading. That's what it feels like. And I feel like you're walking on sunshine because finally, out of this big open area that you've been kind of in, aimlessly, really, covering a lot of areas, what it feels like, you can finally see the sun coming up over the horizon. That's what it feels like. That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing. That's the way they're showing me. They're playing the song for me. If I had wings, I would fly. Let me contemplate. Okay, so some of you might be thinking of a way to get to that place faster, or seeing it from like a bird's eye view. We ride at dawn, baby. We ride at dawn. So I feel like another part of it. Okay, before he said, "If I had wings, I would fly." Let me contemplate. He said something. Hold on. I can't believe this happened in my own town. If I had wings, I would fly. Some of you might be trying to leave where the hell you live. But some of you might be trying to leave like but I'm also seeing it like a bird's eye view. Like, it's almost like you can't believe there's something going on around you. And so, but I feel like being on ground level, you can't see it. Like, you can't really see it. Like, you see the sunrise, right? You see the brighter days ahead. You can see it. It's out in the distance. You see it. But what's happening around you, I feel like you can't see as much. And so I feel like there's a part of you that wants to change the position that you're in so you can get a better view. I'm seeing somebody quickly get into an elevator and like keep pressing the button on the elevator like the doors can't shut fast enough, right? To get to the top floor, to stand on a high-rise building and see everything from a different perspective. It's like, it's sort of like, I see Spider-Man dangling from the top of a building. But it's almost like being at the top of a building and looking down below at the traffic. Like you can see from the top of the building, the sun coming up over the horizon, right? And then it's like you're looking down and looking at the traffic like, all right, well, all these streets are backed up and there's all kind of traffic and shit over here, and and then over here that just looks really dangerous, everybody hanging out over there, sketch as fuck. And then and then you're looking over there and you're like, oh, a path, I see a path. So I feel like you're trying to get to a place where you have a different perspective so you can see an open path, so you can get to that destination faster. It's almost like I do this shit all the fucking time. It's almost like you're looking for an opening, but you feel it. Yeah, you feel it. I'm also hearing that song from The Weeknd, I Feel It Coming. And I think even though you're not there yet, and even though you're kind of stuck in all this mucky shit, there's still this excitement because you know it's coming. You can feel it. You feel it. You feel like it's almost like you're going to open the door and there it is, like they show me the funniest stuff. They show me Ace Ventura when he opens the door and he's like, oh, and Pet Cemetery. Not Pet Cemetery. Jesus Christ. Pet Detective. When he's talking about screaming or something, about making a noise. They didn't hear the noise, and then he's like opening and shutting the sliding glass door while he's screaming. They're showing me that, like, you open the door and you can hear the scream, like, but you're like really happy because you can open the door and like see where you're supposed to be or where you're heading or something. This is making sense. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I see for you. All right, water signs. Getting all tongue-tied and twisted. You might be feeling like real giddy or goofy too, because I'll take on the energy, and that's how I started feeling doing this. Like, you might be feeling bashful, maybe. I don't know why bashful, but that's a weird feeling to have for this. But yeah, there's a lot of excitement though. Anyway. All right, a lot of signs. Oh, Two of Cups. Some of you may be some of you may be coming together with a soulmate, but others of you, it may be like aspects of yourself that you're finally melding with, coming together with, Have you? I feel so bashful just now. It just came over me, and I'm like, oh my God, why am I blushing? Hey, Stephanie. I'm glad you said that. I don't know why that came over me just now. All of a sudden, I just got a real flush. Oh, what was that? Oh, coming out of your head. Look, we got the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, but the Two of Swords was in reverse. No more stalemate. You know, no more like locked in. It is strange. I don't know why all of a sudden I just got super bashful. Like, hee. You're getting out of this stuck position. Yeah. See, you've been like in this recovery mode, you know, self healing, reflecting, all this stuff, right? Look at how you're coming out of it, though. Really alive and rejuvenated. I've been doing the same thing. Like doing shit I don't normally do. And then laughing at myself later. Like I'll go be by myself and I'm like, you idiot! I'll start laughing. Like, you did that shit, stupid. You did that. But I also feel like, yeah, it's like the child in you is coming out, right? The child in you is coming out, but it's birthing something. It's going to birth something new. Like, I don't know. Like, if you've been getting older and feel like you're getting older, this is going to bring, like, the child back out of you. And I think it's so healthy. Like, it needs to happen. Yeah, you're dropping the bullshit. Look, see, because you're birthing new ideas. You see? Pregnant with ideas, right? You got the whole world in your belly. And because you're letting this go. You're letting this go. Look at all that baggage. Look at all the baggage. Well, at least she's coming downhill. They should have, the better depiction of this would be her walking uphill, right? But all that weight. But when you drop the weight, look. When you drop all of this, you like when you drop the burdens, you drop the weight, you make space to be able to think clearer and to decide what's for you and what's not. And then when you do let the stuff go that's not for you, you open up space and you know, it's like you make room for new ideas and you get really creative. This is a very creative energy right here, very creative. And once you can become, like when you're creative like that, it's like you're dropping it off. You should burn that shit, girl. Dig a ditch and burn it. Don't drop it nowhere. It's like Jumanji, you know what I mean? The fucking board keeps coming back. You burn that bitch. All these wild animals you keep running across. Fuck. So, yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. Oh my God, you guys want to hang out with me when I'm done with this? I'll come back up and I'll call my son up because I know he wants to smoke a doobie and his pizza's sitting up here. He left it up here so I could finish this. It's getting cold on him. Alright. Water. I'm washing what you're dishing. Get with the program, mija. Do you smoke, Ryan? Want to blow down? If you smoke. I don't know if you smoke. Some of you may have been lying to yourself. I'm seeing liar, liar, pants on fire, but I don't think that's somebody you're around. Not that you haven't been around that, but I feel some of you are recovering from being around people like that. But I also feel like you've been lying to yourself, some of you. Yeah, he better go get that. I don't want that mess. Girl, you know how happy I'd be if I never saw another slice of pizza again in my life. Oh, I'd be cool with it. Tested positive for being negative. You know, I think maybe this is what has been surrounding you or been around you, or maybe an energy you may have been sitting in, funky place, you know, for a little while, but you're coming out of it. Believe in miracles. I tried to like pick up the deck, like move the deck, and this came out. So believe in miracles. It's coming. Look at that. A different like view, right? The bird's eye view. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. I'm out of here is the next card. Your thoughts are the house you live in. That was one of my mother's quotes. I put it on this card. But anyway, yeah. So, that's that. Alright, but I'm going to end this and come right back up here so we can hang out and chill. It's too quiet in here right now. I need the quiet so I can tune in, but I don't like it too quiet. I need music or something. I only like it quiet when I'm meditating. Other than that, my mind moves too much. I can't do it. I'll go crazy. But anyway, I'll be right back. Bye. Stick around. I want to hang out.